So, Arts and Crafts Beer Parlor. This particular location was open in January of 2016. This is our second location. We founded the company basically as a revolt against a sports bar. We felt that there were too many bars around the city that had a lot of loud noise, a lot of TVs everywhere, and nobody was talking or having a conversation. We decided we wanted to open a bar that featured really great craft beer, local and from around the country and around the world. And then we wanted to do something different in an atmosphere that was conducive to conversation. So that's why we call it a parlor, taken from the French word parler, which means to speak. Sound system is very low, so the only noise that's going to get in the way of you having a conversation here is the noise of other people having conversations, which is kind of the idea. The bars, both of them, are built in the arts and crafts decorative style. Green and green, Bradbury and Bradbury. Think of architects like Frank Lloyd Wright. So we wanted to create at least a space that was more Socratic in nature, where people could actually go have a conversation, learn from each other. Teachers bring their students here. It's just built for that. This location was closed on March 15th, and we weren't able to reopen. We probably could have reopened a few weeks earlier, but we really didn't reopen until the 1st of September. Why? Because there were no students here. What's the point of opening up the bar when faculty, staff, students, graduate students, our core clientele is not here? So our core customer isn't like a once a week kind of customer. They're a 4 time a week, 5 time a week kind of customer. And we've always been that kind of establishment. And luckily, and this is the greatest news to me, is once we were able to reopen, everybody came out of the woodwork, whether they were from the Earth Institute or the law school or the business school or arts and sciences, the teachers college. Those who live on campus or near campus or work here, we're very happy to see us reopen. And so it's really good to see those faces and get that support from the local community, which is really what we depend on. Commercial real estate in New York is impossible to begin with, and then you throw in the coronavirus on top of that, and it's difficult. Some landlords are very good, others are not. I think Columbia, as a landlord, did the right thing, acted immediately. We did receive at least either a permanent abatement, or they're going to add it on to the end. We haven't really decided yet of our lease, but there were a couple of months when everything was hitting the fan that they didn't charge us rent. And then in July, we started paying reduced rent. And now what we do is we just submit our monthly sales to them, and they have some sort of algorithm that decides how much rent we have to pay. But it's been fair. It's, a little more, as a ratio of our income. It's probably a little more than we like to, but I would rather pay more rent because our business is doing well. So as long as I can keep people employed and people fed and happy with great craft beer and wine and non-alcoholic beverages, then, it's all about treading water right now. But going back to Columbia, they've been great. They have really worked with us in a very trying time, and we have a great relationship. We always have had a great relationship. So kudos to the operations of the university and the commercial real estate group for being as flexible as possible with us. Well, I'll go back to something my father has always said, and that is, 50% of life is showing up, right? So If you can go and support your local small businesses, particularly because they're the ones that are getting hurt, mom and pops, small businesses like ours, showing up. If you can do takeout and you don't feel comfortable dining outdoors or indoors currently with the current restrictions, buy a gift certificate, buy a gift card, anything that can help keep us afloat until we can have a safer society as a whole. To be perfectly honest with you, would be great.